Hi, I'm Matt Brewer and I'm 16 years old and I'm with EMAC Productions and Outdoor Adventures today. We come in here this morning, sat down at our blind till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Ed said, let's do a walking stalk. So we got up and we went to the back of the woods and started walking around the edge of it. Just couldn't see anything. But as soon as we got up here, all the way, come first full circle, Ed had spotted this deer in the weeds, and 40 yards away, and I couldn't even see him. Finally, I ended up seeing him, and I got a shot off at him. You can see where I hit him right here. Got his carotid artery, went all the way up his spine, come out the back of his spine. It's just an awesome hunt. And what's really interesting about this deer is a couple weeks back, me and my uncle Ed were in here filming, and I was filming and bow hunting. This deer come in. I asked him, I said, Ed, can you pass up on this deer and let me try to get him in gun season? He said, yeah. I didn't think he'd do it because I mean, this is as you can see, this is a big deer, and but he did. And so I'm gracious enough that I was even able to take this deer, because if it wasn't for my Uncle Ed, I wouldn't have had a shot at this deer, because he spotted him for me and everything. And it's my first deer. Awesome buck. Awesome 9. I mean, he's got good bases. He got a razor bladed brow tine, almost coming into another point. Just an awesome deer. It's got awesome character, good mass. Just a magnificent animal. Magnificent animal. And I'm as happy as can be right now. 16 years old, my first deer. Been hunting for about 6 or 7 years.
What do you think it was G2 though?
I don't know. I'd say, I don't know. I know this one's really tall. This one's short. I'd say this one's about 8-9 inches.
It's just the opposite. The G3 on this side is as long as his G2 on the other side. Turn the other side around.
I'd say that one's about 11 inches long. Awesome deer.
Probably what, 24 inch in between? You're a big boy, so.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say it's at least 24 inch spread.
Yeah, I'd say this deer's about 6.5, 7.5-year-old deer. Old deer. Show you real quick right here on the back of his neck. I mean, he's got bruises and all over the back of his neck where he's been fighting.
Yeah, a little kicker off that one of the brow tines.
Yeah.
Split.
Right here, getting ready to split into another point.
Mass on his horn there. Put your hand around it.
Look at the base.
Can't even hardly get your hand around it.
Those are the bases. Amazing deer.
Unbelievable.
Well, really, when we was going in after this deer after we shot him, looked like he was getting ready to stand up, and he tried to stand up and he's trying to charge after us, and we backed out of there for a couple of minutes, let him expire. And as we was going through the briars to get back here to him, the microphone came unplugged. We wasn't able to get the shot on the sound, but we still got good footage of him getting up trying to take us out. He was trying to take us out, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean,
but he expired just within a minute after we got. I think the adrenaline after getting him up went ahead and caused him to expire on out. But if we just backed out and give him, we didn't even give him what, 2 minutes after we dropped him.
It was about 2 minutes after we dropped him.
It was our mistake on that.
One shot, one kill.
Beautiful deer, Matthew.
First deer at that.
First deer, man. I'd have been happy to take first deer ever looked like that.
Oh, just an awesome achievement. Like I said, I've been hunting 6-7 years for deer.
You don't know what to say now, do you?
No, I'm
Pretty
speechless.
speechless.
Oh, I'm about as emotional can get. Amazing
The
deer.
amazing thing too also is the deer's not even rutting. His hogs, they're not even brown. He just happened to be laying out here in the weeds sunning himself. It's a pretty windy day. I've got some gusts at about probably 25 mile an hour sometimes. We're about 40 degrees and just perfect for him to be laying out here sunning himself, taking it easy.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell there's a deer there once I spotted him. His horns were poking up over them weeds there when he shot his head up. What do you think this deer goes? 250?
Weight-wise, at least 250. He's a huge deer. Yeah, I'd say at least 250.
Heavy deer, big body deer. The body on these deer around here where we're hunting, man, it's just speechless.
Corn, beans, and alfalfa.
Yeah, we got a cut cornfield over here. We got a cut bean field over here.
And alfalfa road across the road over here.
Yeah. Alfalfa across the road.
He's stuck right smack dab in the middle of it.
Definitely an awesome achievement for it being my first deer.
The number 8 hunt we got on film this year. This is the number 8th one. I've been so busy filming for other people that I hadn't even had a chance myself to even really do much hunting, and this is the 8th one. But anyway, he's a beautiful deer, man. For your first deer, God, anybody around that's been hunting any length of time, but I mean, believe me, it was hard for me to pass on this deer when you said you wanted to wait till gun season and take this deer.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate that.
I'm glad I did, man.
I appreciate it.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. There's awesome deer in here, let me tell you. There's some big deer in here.
Well, let's go ahead and get him cleaned up and get him tagged, and let's get him up, and we'll know exactly what he weighed and all that, and we'll get some better pictures of him, and we'll get out of here. I'll get the 4-wheel drive and get it drove back here, and we'll get him loaded up in the truck, what do you say?
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. Good job, brother.
Thank you.